Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Chetan Ambasana. Today I am going to show you how to isolate pigmentless mutants of Serratia marcescens using UV radiation as a mutagen. This experiment is performed in 3 successive days. Now let us see what we should do on first day. In step 1, we have to spread actively growing Serratia marcescens culture on nutrient agar glycerol plates. We must perform this step within the area of an aseptic condition generated in between flames of evenly spaced 2 Bunsen burners. To perform this step, we need 5 N-agar glycerol plates, actively growing pure culture of Serratia marcescens, sterile 1 ml pipette, 70% alcohol, and a glass spreader. N-agar glycerol plates are labeled according to UV exposure time in seconds and incubation temperature in degrees Celsius. Plate number 1 is labeled as 0 second, that is unexposed to UV light, and is referred to as a control plate. This plate will be incubated at 37 degrees Celsius. Plate number 2 is also labeled as 0 second, that is unexposed to UV light, and is also referred to as a control plate. But this plate will be incubated at room temperature. Plate number 3, 4 and 5 are labeled as 30, 60 and 90 seconds respectively, and these 3 plates will be incubated at room temperature. First, open the tube of pure culture of Serratia marcescens. Sterilize the mouth of culture tube by keeping it in burner's flame for few seconds. Place 1 ml sterile pipette in culture tube. Pipette in the Serratia marcescens culture. Now place the first control plate in the center of an aseptic area. Open the lid of Petri plate. Add 0.1 ml Serratia marcescens culture onto the surface of N-agar glycerol plate. Now sterilize alcohol dipped glass spreader by keeping it in burner's flame for few seconds. Allow the spreader to cool down. And now gently spread the Serratia marcescens culture. Keep back the glass spreader in alcohol. Close the lid of Petri plate. Now place second control plate in the center of an aseptic area. Open the lid. Add 0.1 ml Serratia marcescens culture. Sterilize alcohol dipped glass spreader by keeping it in burner's flame for few seconds. Allow the spreader to cool down. And now gently spread the culture. Heat bake the glass spreader in alcohol. Close the lid of Petri plate. Now place the third Petri plate in the center of an aseptic area. And repeat the procedure of spreading Serratia marcescens culture. Now place the fourth Petri plate in the center of an aseptic area. And repeat the procedure of spreading Serratia marcescens culture. Now place the fifth Petri plate in the center of an aseptic area. And repeat the procedure of spreading Serratia marcescens culture. Thus, we have 5 N-agar glycerol plates inoculated with Serratia marcescens culture. Out of 5 plates, 2 control plates are not to be exposed to UV light, while remaining 3 plates are to be exposed to UV light for 30, 60 and 90 seconds respectively. Now step 2 is UV light exposure of 3 N-agar glycerol plates. This is a UV cabinet or UV chamber in closed position. And when its door gets open, an empty area is available inside it to put agar plates. Now switch on the short wavelength UV light, preferably of 265 nanometer, which is most effective on DNA. With this, keep 3 N-agar glycerol plates ready for UV exposure. Put plate number 3 inside the UV cabinet. Keep it in mind that UV light cannot penetrate glass. So now open the lid of Petri plate. Expose the open plate to UV light for 30 seconds. Now close the lid of Petri plate. Keep the plate number 3 aside. Now repeat the procedure of UV exposure for plate number 4. Similarly, repeat the procedure for plate number 5. Thus, UV exposure of 3 plates is over. At last, switch off the UV light and close the UV cabinet. Thus, we have 2 UV light unexposed and 3 UV light exposed plates. Now, in step 3, we have to incubate these 5 N-agar glycerol plates. Control plate number 1 is incubated inside an incubator at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours, while control plate number 2 and plate number 3, 4 and 5 are incubated at room temperature for 24 hours. Thus, first day work is over. On second day, we may get this type of growth pattern. In Serratia marcescens, pigmentation is a temperature sensitive character and it may be lost at 37 degrees Celsius. Therefore, control plate number 1, which was unexposed to UV light and incubated at 37 degrees Celsius, may have high number or uncountable pigmentless colonies of wild type Serratia marcescens, while control plate number 2, which was also unexposed to UV light but incubated at room temperature, may have high number or uncountable red pigmented colonies of wild type Serratia marcescens. However, because of harmful effects of UV light exposure, plate number 3, 4 and 5 have decreasing number of total colonies of Serratia marcescens. Few pigmentless mutant colonies of Serratia marcescens may be produced in plates exposed to UV light for 30, 60 and 90 seconds. Now we have to confirm the permanent nature of mutation and we have to isolate mutant culture in pure form. For this, on second day, we have to transfer pigmentless mutant colony onto N-agar slant by streaking. Incubate N-agar slant at room temperature for 24 hours. On third day, if pigmentless culture is grown on N-agar slant, it indicates permanent nature of mutation. Simultaneously, also check the purity of mutant culture on N-agar slant. Thanks for watching. If you find this video useful, kindly like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Namaste.